Hi everyone, how's your day going? I decided to come out on this beautiful day. Yes, it is hot. That's why I'm sitting in the shade at the favorite park that Zoe and I love to go to. She's actually underneath the table here with me. But what I want to first do is um, I just want to refresh the seven Hermetic principles. And the seven Hermetic principles is what I used. Didn't know it at the time, but it's what I used for my awakening. And the first thing is mentalism. Mentalism is probably the toughest one because the first thing you should do is get rid of all the negativity. You know how, when you're doing things and you're working at home, cleaning, mowing the yard, weeding, looking after your vegetable garden, herb garden, and these things keep creeping into your mind, and they're putting you down. Raise the vibration of that. Think positive thoughts, positive intentions. Let that negativity go. Just let it go. And the next thing is that social media. Social media can be a wonderful thing, or it can be something that can trigger the living you know what out of you. And I learned that along my way. So if you watch something, whether it be a movie, a TV show, something on YouTube, and it triggers you, don't listen to it. Because, I look at readers, I look at tarot readers, and there are two that I absolutely love. It's Ian from 144 from the Stars Tarot, and Sheila Pula. They are just absolutely wonderful. And what I like about Ian is he teaches you. He teaches you. He does. He teaches. He doesn't just give tarot. I mean, sometimes he doesn't even pull a card. It is God and the angels all talking to him. And Sheila, or Shay Pila, she just talks right to you. They say some of the same things, and with tarot, when it's a collective listing, yeah, it should be the same, right? Because it's collective. So that's why I've really grown to like them. And I love Ian's teachings. Now, and no, I'm not getting paid for this at all from them. They probably don't even know I'm saying this. But check them out. Check them out. They're really good. And it will help you because there's so much stuff out there. So much. But you can't do this on a weekend retreat. I've been doing this now probably 5 years. Okay? And I've grown by leaps and bounds, trust me. In that 5 years, I have divorced my ex-husband. I have moved down south. And I have found out who Margie is, because the Margie I used to be, I'm not her anymore. I'm somebody entirely different. I'm not that person anymore. The first thing to do is mentalism, to reprogram. And one thing I did find, and what took me so long, is why I'm here, trying to help you with your awakening process, is nipping. we should always do is everyone who has wronged us is to forgive them. We forgive them. Because you don't want to carry that on your chest anymore. However, if you forgive them and you keep thinking about them and what they did to you, you just keep looping. Because what God Father is saying is you haven't forgiven them. You're still, you are still thinking all the bad things they did to you. So, stop the looping, forgive them, identify it as, yes, this is a memory, something I'm going to alchemize for myself, and I will never fall in this trap ever again. So you never fall into that trap. Just like I said, like frozen, let it go. Just get rid of it. Who cares? That's in the past. You know, the past is the past, the future is whatever you want it to be. Out with the old, in with the new. Come on, baby. You can do it. This is for a man or a woman. You know, there were some men that have had some really rough situations as well as women. So this is for any gender. It's just this was a pitfall that I fell into that really held me back. And as soon as I let it go, bam, it just, everything came into perspective. So, you know, and with minimalism, you're going to lose a lot of friends. You know, if you have a friend that you've had for years, but you've always poured into them, but when you needed them, they were nowhere to be found. You know, they would sit there and just suck your energy dry. I call them energy vampires. Get away from them. Let them go. And what you'll find is all of a sudden one day, you never hear from them again. And really, you're okay with that because you don't want to hear from them anyway because you've realized what they are. You've realized it. And then the next thing is, you know, you're going to have a very limited friend group. I have less than, I may have 2 or 3 or 4 people. Most of them don't even live near me. I do have one person that's here, and her and I will talk about different things because she is very spiritual. So it's just finding your soul family, people that are like you, that are spiritual. And, you know, Christians think that we're bad. We're not. We're just doing this the ancient ways. We're looking back to see what was removed from the Bible. We're not here to do anything different. At the end of the day, we all love God. So that's why I say, if you're a Christian, that's fine. You can still go through an awakening process. But don't you want to know ancient ways? Did you want to know about Thomas Code? About the Gnostic and esoteric? always hear, I remember I had a friend saying, co-creating. How can you co-create? You know, there's only one God. Well, when you start co-creating, you're walking hand in hand with God. You're walking down the path He has for you and the journey He has for you. Only one person can create, and that is God. But you're co-creating with Him. He's leading you down a path. And that is what co-creation is. You're not taking anything away from Him. And then we have the principle of vibration. Just listen to everything around me. The birds, the wind. I can just hear the wind. The leaves. It's just so peaceful. And as Zoe and I were crossing the bridge, I'm like, come on, Zoe, the bridge is going to be hot. Get across the bridge. And then one of the birds is going, honk, honk. I can see even Mother Nature is saying, get across the bridge, Zoe. Don't want to burn those little sweet paws of yours, your little pads. And it was just so funny when I was saying, get your butt moving. It started honking. So just be aware of everything surrounding you. The hawks in the sky, they're telling you something. Look to a higher perspective, or maybe you're being protected. The cardinals, they're your ancestors. Ladybugs, depending on what culture you are, they have many different meanings. But for me, I am taking the American version, which they're good luck. And it's Mother Mary. It's Mother Mary. So, you know, the dragonflies, the butterflies, just look at everything around you. Just look. And the next thing that is up is polarity, duality. There's two of everything. There's a masculine and a feminine. There are, you know, with all species of animals, there's a male and female. If you look at the cardinal, you can always tell the male cardinal because they're absolutely beautiful, red, have this nice pretty crown. And the female's kind of dull, just sitting in the back. And that's because she's got the babies. She's taking care of the babies. So it is duality. Polarity is duality. And then the next thing is rhythm. As I sit here and I close my eyes, I can feel the rhythm of Mother Gaia. I can feel it going through my bones, through my feet. I just feel so relaxed and so good. And I kind of look at it as if you went to a concert and they were singing off key or playing off key, would you go back to see them again? Mm-hmm. But Mother Nature, everything in Mother Gaia, it all vibrates. Everything vibrates. You vibrate. When you sleep, your heart vibrates. Everything vibrates. Do you ever feel those electromagnetic pulls in your legs and your arms? That's polarity. That's rhythm. And the next thing is cause and effect. What you put into the world, you get back. If you put in good, you'll get good back. You put in bad, you will get bad back. You will. And for me, if I do something, if I'm having an off day and I'm in a hurry and I'm just not myself, and if I do something that's not quite right, I feel it right away. He kicks me in the ass right away, saying, girl, you know better. And I do. And that is cause and effect. And the last principle is gender. we all have a male and female side to us. And it's just trying to balance that out. I know over the past few years, I've gone through a really rough divorce, really rough. And I was beginning to say, who left who? And why does he get to do all this investigation on me and not me? And I can't have him prove one thing. Why? And so the thing is trying to balance that out. Because as I was going through that, I was living with my daughter because I didn't have a place to stay. My attorney warned me that it wasn't safe for me to live alone, and especially in our second home. So I live with my daughter, and that's very humbling. And you know, I got to see how real love really is with both of my daughters. Yeah. The thing is, what I found out is I was never truly in love. Never. So, going back to gender, we each have that male and female side to us. And it's just balancing it. I mean, we all have to be soft at times. And there's times we have to say, no, absolutely. And I will tell you, these 7 Hermetic principles is primarily what I used for my awakening and transformation. I didn't know it at the time, but when I started to go over Universal Law and False Emerald Tablet and the 7 Hermetic principles, I was like, I was doing this and didn't even know it. I wonder how I knew that. Yeah, one day we'll get into past lives. You ever do something and you're like, well, that was easy. I thought it was going to be hard. You ever thought maybe you've done it before? Yeah. There are 2 people I listen to, and Ian actually said that. And he is 144 from the Stars Tarot. He teaches. And as you're going through this, he is really a good guide. He will put everything in perspective. And sometimes he doesn't even pull a card. And the next person I listen to is Shia. She puts everything into perspective. And the 2 of them are talking about the same thing, but he's teaching, he's guiding. I keep telling him he's a prophet. And then she puts it in perspective, and she does pull the cards in the tarot. They're the same, but they do it differently. And as it should be, because it is a collective reading. It isn't talking straight to you. It's talking to the collective. You take what works for you, and what doesn't, you just discard and you listen to it. And there are people that are going through some really rough times. You pray for them. Pray for them. Because remember, at the end of the day, we're all one. We're all one. One. But I will start on my path to go a little bit deeper into my life. And as I said, it wasn't an easy life. But man, did I alchemize from it. Whew. Yes, I did. Because don't look at things as, why did this happen to me? Look at it, see it for what it is, learn from it, and move on, and just forgive the person, forgive and forget. You may have, and don't forget, forgive yourself. That's the most important thing. Because we let it happen. We did. Human. But until the next time, guys, I love you. Each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day.